Hello. That might actually be, well, it's probably partially the camera. And Kirk Katsuni, thank you for the host. All right, actually, we just had a song break there. That's kind of nice. All right. So, I've just had a couple things on my mind that some of which are going to affect the stream. So, I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about that, and then I can highlight this later, and it's an easy thing to point people to in the future if we need any feedback about what's going on, or about any context of what's going on. So, especially if you've been watching programming streams, you probably noticed that I've been off the past week. So, man, I didn't think this through enough. But I guess the idea is that I had been essentially working as freelance software developer, and I've had a lot of trouble focusing for a full day on what I'm doing, and work slowed down a lot, and I kind of ended up doing the things I could do, some of which were games, some of which were game mods and such. And eventually that part and part turned into, I want to, stream initially games because I'm just sitting here in my house. I'm not meeting people, I'm not talking to anybody. By streaming this, I have a chance to meet other people who are interested in the same things I'm interested in. So that's why I'm here. I'm not streaming to be famous. I'm not streaming to get money. However, I do still need money to live. I've got some money left over from when I was working more consistently. I'm starting to see the end of it. So that is kind of the reason for the disruption is I have to start looking for actual paying work. I've been kind of doing a prep work evaluation thing the last couple days, and it's kind of fell into the programming bucket, so it's taken over the programming time. And if that turns into, it seemed like a relatively good fit. They originally scoped out it's 3 to 6 months. That if that turns into more of a thing, that could be so very significant disruption to the streaming schedule. Either I'll end up streaming less or at different times, and we'll just have to see where that goes. So second, there's a couple things, some of which I've actually been getting questions about from people. Another one is a couple of people every once in a while get wait, why aren't you affiliate yet? You sometimes have people and you've got lots of followers. So there's a couple reasons behind that. One of them is that, affiliate does not complete without consequences. The benefit is that you potentially get some extra money from bits, from Prime subs. I guess I don't really view regular subs as being that different, because people are still paying money for it. And I've already got a tip button. Nobody uses the tip button. Or tip link. So I'm estimating, making stuff up, that the extra from bits and Prime subs would not be all that much more than I would get from tips, and I'm not really getting anything from tips. So I'm not currently seeing a lot of money in it. Maybe somebody who has become an affiliate can correct me on that. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of upside for me. Maybe I would get a little more priority on transcoding. but I'm still somewhat limited on my upload right now, so that's not going to get me a whole lot. The dropped frames have been a lot better. Then there's a question of I would need the benefit for someone subscribing to me would be emotes. I don't really know what I do for emotes. I was actually thinking of doing frame drop for a while because I had so much trouble with frame drops. But I mean, that's really a negative thing. You could maybe use it elsewhere, but people wouldn't like really enjoy, going around and fooling and messing around with an emote. So that's something else I'm looking for ideas on. On the downside, part of the affiliate agreement is that you agree to 24-hour exclusivity for Twitch content. So I'm currently restreaming to YouTube as well. And from what I understand with YouTube, you have to have like 10,000 followers, subscribers before you can get any money out of them. So that's starting way behind Twitch and has much farther to go from what I can tell. That does have some easy solutions. I've already tested that I can set the YouTube live streaming to private, and then I can go in and schedule that to appear. So it's not going to be significantly harder. In some ways, that would actually be easier for me because I won't have to worry about chat messages coming in at YouTube, which I have unfortunately had a chance to lose track of on occasion. Or I could actually try to figure out the separate encoding and streaming and encoding recording settings, which in theory would allow me to do higher quality recordings for YouTube for the archival purposes, for the extra cost of having to go back and upload those later. So I have to find essentially network time, maybe overnight, when I'm not streaming or watching something, that I would then be able to do that. So that's a lot of extra work for me. So that would be the kind of thing where I'd be looking for indications that people would find that especially valuable. So those are my concerns. Well, we've got schedule disruptions coming, which I have the whole keeping people informed thing. There are a couple of things I want to see on Path to Affiliate. Some of them involve kind of discussion with the community. Do people really want to subscribe? And, they don't want to do tips. Are emotes valuable? What kind of emotes would be valuable? You're the one's going to use them, not me. So one of those steps, and also this addresses the communication. This is the second part of. I should have outlined this better, but the other part of Twitch affiliate is, if it turns out I do make money from them, if I do actually get something, I'm completely at the mercy of Twitch for that. If they decide I slipped up, if they decide they don't like me today, if they change their policies, it didn't work for me, I can be cut off. So that's why I like having that little link to YouTube or something else. Or if I did get cut off, I would want a way to, be able to communicate with people. So one of those steps towards affiliate is setting up that extra communication channel. So I finally went and created Discord. It's the bang Discord command. Should be in chat. It should be below there. Actually, I should probably go and add it to the YouTube profile as well. I don't use that as much, but I should do that. So if anybody actually cares about, major announcements, like if I'm going to do something like this, what I'm planning to schedule, and if I'm planning to stream, if I've got work to do versus streaming something, or like what I'm thinking about doing for a programming project, what game I'm thinking about doing, that is a place that is available to get that information. And yeah, that's really about all the topics I had to go over. And, as kind of expected, they're not getting a whole lot of live people right now. So since, unless there's any questions, I'm going to break this video and come back to do some Oxygen Not Included. I want to break the video because this will just be a separate thing under the talk show thing, so it'll stand out. It'll have its own title, and then I'll come back with a VOD that's Oxygen Not Included, and that will be that. So I guess I don't really have a good blank screen for this anymore. I guess we go out with our usual typical stream schedule. Like I said, this could have disruptions, but this is when I am normally on. So yeah, I'll be back to play some games in a few minutes.